Bishop, thanks for being with us again.
Good to be here.
At a recent bishops' meeting down in New Orleans, Archbishop Paglia was there, and he spoke to the bishops about the upcoming meeting on families that's going to be held in Philadelphia next year. First of all, let me ask you, is the Pope going to be with us in Philadelphia?
Who can say? It seems that way. If his health is okay, if everything works out, it seems that he's been invited. The Pope has gone to the last several. Benedict was at Milan. Actually, I was there 3 years ago in Milan for the World Meeting of Families. So most probably, let's put it that way.
Well, what did the Archbishop say to the bishops about family? He wanted to keep the family ministry in the forefront of what the bishops are doing.
Of course, again, the Church has been the defender of the family over history. And we want to continue not only to defend family, but to celebrate family, because it's part of our religious culture that our faith is based on family values, and that we want to preserve that in the public square. We want to make sure that people understand how the family is the basic unit of every society. And that's one of the reasons why they're having this demonstration for the family.
Yeah. There are so many threats to family life these days. Divorce and remarriage is one, and certainly new concepts of gender roles. Why is the family seem to be under so much attack these days?
Well, there's a lot of societal forces that have, again, reinterpreted what religious freedom is and what freedom of conscience is, and not understanding that there are certain responsibilities that come with freedom. One of them, which is that we need to have families that will take care of the next generation, take care of children. Somehow people feel that this can be done in a variety of ways. Well, it maybe can be done in a variety of ways, but it's not done as well as when people live in families. Unfortunately, we deal with the problem today that there's so many failures in families today that people say, well, maybe there's a better way, there's an alternative way. Unfortunately, there isn't. The failures that we see in family life, with divorce, with the abuse, with the neglected children that happens, it's not the majority, but it's significant, and people have given up sometimes on the family as the basic unit of society, as the best way where children can be reared and given a future. So we've got to reestablish that as the truth.
Sure. Of course, children are so key to family life, and one of the things I think that families struggle with today is how to pass on the faith to their children. It seems to be more and more difficult. What can the church do to assist families in passing along the faith to the youngsters?
Well, we have to educate families regarding the influences on their children. As you know, it was television at one time where it had the attention of most children. Now it's the internet. It's their computers. It's their game instruments they have. We need to help families understand how their children are being influenced, so there can be some antidotes, some counter-influence to the values that are subtly sometimes passed on to children by the culture in which we live, by the media that they are part of.
Mm-hmm. What goes on at these family conferences? Now, you said you were at the one in Milan. Is this something where there are large numbers of ladies who come to this?
Well, there were thousands of people. I think the hall held about 10,000. I was giving one of the workshops on migration in the family with the priests from the Philippines. And we had done a video on our diocese with the migrant families speaking for themselves about how they have to integrate into a new country with their children. But there were many workshops, obviously, there on different aspects of family life that people were interested in, they could attend. And then there were major talks, and then also liturgies. And when the Pope came, obviously, it was a larger celebration in Milan with millions of people.
Yeah. So is this something that the diocese would send a delegation to? People are free to go on their own?
Well, they would send a delegation. People were free to go on their own. Our hope is probably the Holy Father would come to the UN. He came to the United States, so he'd come to New York.
So you might come to Brooklyn, is that what you're saying?
Well, at least for the airport.
Okay.
So we'll see.
Good. Thank you so much for being with us, Bishop.